Oh dear, the king will not be happy about this. He will not be happy at all.
The king is coming. The king is coming. Make way for the king. The king is on his throne. Let those having business before the king draw near and be heard.
Wait a minute. This is the kingdom of perfection, the happiest kingdom on earth. Why are there no smiling faces in my kingdom this morning?
I'm afraid that the news is not good, Your Majesty. Send in the prisoners.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Dad.
Children, when I am on the throne, you must call me Your Majesty. Can anyone tell me why my children are being held prisoner?
Of the kingdom, Your Majesty. Children, what do you have to say about this? We shall see. Read the charges. The princess is charged with cheating on her test at school. This sounds pretty serious to me. Would you care to explain?
Well, it was just a weekly quiz.
Who is the accuser here?
This is Mrs. Twig, our daughter's teacher.
She was taking a test, and I saw her look at her neighbor's test for an answer. When I looked on their tests, both had the same wrong answer.
That's cheating. Cheating is not allowed in our perfect kingdom. Princess, what do you have to say for yourself?
I forgot to study for the test, but I didn't want to admit it to anyone, so I cheated.
This kind of selfishness has no place in the kingdom of perfection. Read the charge against my son.
The prince is charged with greed and disobedience.
He makes it sound like something really serious. It isn't like I was stealing from the poor or anything. What's all this fuss over a few cookies, Dad?
Who is the accuser here? Here.
Both the royal cook and I are the accusers in this case, Your Majesty. The royal cook had just baked a batch of cookies, and the prince had already eaten several of them before I told him that more cookies would spoil his appetite for dinner.
My. But he ate more. Way?
Yes, Your Majesty, when he thought I wasn't watching, the prince ate 2 more cookies and put a handful of cookies into his pockets.
Children, do you know the name of this kingdom? That's right. The name of this kingdom is perfection.
The reason people move to this kingdom when they could live anywhere else in the whole world is because this is the happiest kingdom on earth. The reason this kingdom is happy is because everything here is perfect. People in this kingdom are kind and generous with one another. If they were not, this would not be a perfect kingdom, and no one would want to live here. I can't let you get away with being selfish in a perfect kingdom.
Yeah, but it was just a handful of cookies.
It's no big deal, Daddy. Your Majesty.
Children, even the slightest hint of selfishness creates unhappiness.
And in order to ensure that this kingdom remains a happy...
We can't allow any selfishness, no matter how small it seems to you.
This kingdom has known peace for generations, and it is my solemn vow to see that peace continue. What is the penalty for this kind of selfishness? The law calls for the selfish people to be banished from the kingdom forever, Your Majesty. Banished from the kingdom. You mean expel them? Kick them out? That's the way the law reads, Your Majesty. The wording is very clear. This won't do. This won't do at all. These children are the heirs to my throne. They will rule this kingdom someday. There may be a way out of this predicament, Your Majesty.
The Bible says, "Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far from him."
You mean a spanking for the prince and princess? That was the solution in ancient times, Your Majesty. That way the price was paid for selfishness, so perfection and happiness could be maintained in the kingdom of perfection.
Well then, the penalty for selfishness is spanking, and the penalty will be carried out immediately, on me.
Did you say that you will take their punishment, Your Majesty?
That's right. I will step down from my throne and take the punishment for my children, so that they may remain in my kingdom forever.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The king has taken the punishment for his children. Let the kingdom rejoice and be glad in his sacrifice.